Guys, my name is Robert CK and welcome to Seek Sportsnet. If you're new to the show, that's fine because this is the very first one, so I expect you to be. Today we're going to be talking about Chicago Bears football and how they're doing this offseason. First of all, I want to talk about Julius Peppers. All right. Yes, he's a great player. Yes, he was a better player at one point. But are the Bears now better without him? Absolutely. He went to Green Bay and got overpaid. Frankly, he did. He's a good player, but he's not $10 million a year good anymore. His production last year was garbage. It was garbage. So the Bears went out. They got Lamar Houston. He's definitely an upgrade off Julius Peppers' performance last year. Jared Allen, huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. Nate Collins, solid interior lineman. Not a game changer, but he's a good person to have on your team if the D-line's thin, which it definitely is for Chicago. The Jay Cutler contract, I can't fail to talk about that. All right, here's the thing with that is, personally, I try to look at it as objectively as I can. Although I am a Chicago fan, he, to me, has yet to prove that he is worth the money he got. He's a good quarterback. He's a really good quarterback. Is he an elite quarterback? I don't know. He shows signs, but the problem with Jay is sometimes you get those passes where you go, what the fuck, dude? I mean, you don't get those out of Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. Peyton Manning a little bit, but that's Peyton Manning, so it's a little different. I'm not sold on Jay Cutler yet. Apparently the Bears are. Hopefully he can prove me wrong and take him to the Super Bowl. Robbie Gould, this is a big one. Probably the best kicker ever. You can make an argument for Janikowski in Oakland, but Janikowski in Oakland, but Robbie Gould is one of the best kickers that has ever played, and to secure him is a huge, huge, huge signing for the Bears, and that may have flown under a radar with all this action they've had going on. Dominic Hickson is a solid receiver. He's a great number 3, maybe number 4. Definitely a good addition to the team with the loss of Earl Bennett. Personally, I like Bennett. He was an okay guy, but he's replaceable, frankly, and so that's what they did. I'm going to be honest, I didn't watch a whole lot of Ryan Mundy from New York, but anything to help with the safety problems, anything will be great. Major Wright's gone. I think he went down to Tampa, so they needed to get somebody in there. Hopefully Mundy can fill that void. They lost Josh McCown. This sucks. He, in my opinion, was, if not the best backup in the league, definitely top 3. Especially with Jay Cutler's health over the last few years. I don't think he's finished the season in the last few years, and because of that, we need a good backup. I mean, I know they've been talking to a few different guys, but I don't see how you let that guy get out of here, Bears lost Corey Wooten. I really don't care. I thought he was overrated. Never really did much. He broke Brett Favre once, but, whatever. I don't care. Henry Melton, also very overrated. He had half a good season, I think, in his entire career. Great defensive linemen don't get one-year deals. And that's what he got from the Cowboys, essentially. It's structured so that they can sign him for an extra 4 years after this initial year. But like I just said, great defensive linemen do not get one-year contracts. That's just not how it goes. And I know everyone loved seeing Henry jump out of pools and had those 6 sacks like in a flash a couple years ago. So maybe, I don't know, recently. But frankly, he was never lived up to his potential like he should have. So seeing him go, I really don't care at all, frankly. Devin Hester, that kind of sucks, honestly. I mean, he never was the receiver we thought he could be. That's fine. He's still a great kick returner. It sucks that he can't break the record here in Chicago, but, Phil Emery is a savvy guy. He knows what he's doing here. He makes good signings. He spends the money well so far. And if he doesn't think Devin Hester should be here anymore, if he doesn't think $3 million if he doesn't think Devin Hester is worth $3 million, then I don't think Devin Hester is worth $3 million, okay? Kick returners are replaceable. And everyone's going to be like, oh, it's Devin Hester, it's Devin Hester. So what? So what, dude? he has not been anything close to what he was in the return game at all. So throw a rookie back there, man. I mean, that's how it is, especially in that position. People do not last. So a lot of people were bummed about it, and I say, this is the NFL, guys. People move, people leave, it happens. Jared Allen. I am so excited about Jared Allen. Being a Bears fan, I've watched him for the last few years over in Minnesota, and he's a great player. Really high motor, which is huge. With him, Lamar Houston, Willie Young, I think this Bears defensive line is going to be way, way, way better than it was last year. Maybe one of the top in the league, frankly. Depending on what the Bears do with this first pick at number 14. I know a lot of people are talking about Donald Penn. That would be a cool thing. That guy Nix from Notre Dame. If they got one of those guys down and they turn into a stud, then you're definitely talking about one of the best D-lines in the National Football League. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this edition of Seek Sportsnet. I will see you next time.